This is the independent practice for 5.4. You were supposed to do 1 through 15. So let's see how you did. Again, we're taking fractions and putting them in a decimal. If it's a repeating one, we have to do the bar notation. So I'm just going to use my calculator on all these. You could write them out in hand, but I'm going to do it this way. 7 divided by 15 equals 0.4, and it looks like it's 66666. The 6 is the only thing repeating, so I put the bar notation over the 6, not the 4. There's only one 4. All right, number 2 is 8 divided by 18 equals 0.44444. So it's 0.4. The 4 is the only thing that repeats, so we do that. Number 3, it's a negative, so it's going to stay negative. 8 divided by 12 equals 0.66666. Okay, so the 6 repeats, negative 0.6 repeating. All right, I'm going kind of quick, but when you use a calculator, you can do it this way. Number 4 is negative 6/7, so it's going to be negative 6 divided by 7. All right, now this one, this is a tricky one. I needed actually to do this one by hand. And the calculator, it looks like it's all different numbers. If you do it by hand, you're going to eventually get a repeating 0.857142, and then it's 8577142, 8577142. So that is the whole repeating part. Okay? So I don't have space to do it on here, but I'd like for you to try that one by hand and take it out. It's going to be a little work. If you didn't do it by hand, try it by hand right now. Pause the video, do it, and see if you get a repeating 8574142. Okay? All right, number 5, 3 and 15 44s. So we're going to have 3 whole numbers no matter what. And then we have 15 divided by 44 equals 0.3409090909. So I can see this 09 is the repeating part. So it's 3.3409, and this part repeats. Only the 09. Okay? All right, number 6. Negative 2. It's going to be a negative, and it's still going to be negative 2 point something. 5 divided by 22 equals 0.22277272. So it looks like this first 2 doesn't repeat, but this 27, 27, 27, and it's going to keep going 27. So it's 2, 2, 7 with just the 27 repeating. Okay? Look for the patterns of repeating numbers. All right, number 7. Serafina had 34 to 99 hits when she was at bat during the season. What's her batting average? So you take the 34 out of 99, which is 34 divided by 99. That gets me 0.34343434. That 34 repeats, so it's 0.34 with the notation bar above it. It's repeating. Okay? So her batting average was 0.34. You can take 0.34 into a percent by just moving the decimal over 2. It's 34. So about 34% of the time she got a hit. Okay? And in baseball, that's pretty good. Okay. Shiv and his friends ate 3 1/6 pizzas. Write the amount as a decimal. So they ate 3 point, and then we just have to figure out what 1 divided by 6 equals. it equals 0.16666666. Okay, so it's 3.1 with a repeating 6. All right. Now, wants us to write the decimal as a fraction. Okay, so it's negative, it's going to be negative. So we keep it negative. Now, 0.9, that's 9/10. 9/10. And there it is, 9/10. Negative 9/10. When you say it, you should be able to write it as a fraction or mixed number. So this next one, it's negative here, so it's gonna be negative. And 0.85, the way you say that is you say it's 85, and that is hundredths. So 85 hundredths. Now we should probably put that in simplest form. So I'm going to divide each of these by 5. 85 divided by 5 gets me 17. And then 100 divided by 5 gets me 20. I can't simplify it anymore, so it's negative 17/20. Now the way I could check to make sure I'm right, so take my fraction and say 17 divided by 20 equals, 0.85. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, you can go back and forth. Number 11, it's negative, so it's going to be negative. 3 whole numbers, it's going to have 3 whole numbers. Now I just have to figure out how to write the 0.8 as a fraction. Well, if I say this like it is, it's 8/10. 8/10. Okay, and I can simplify this. 8 divided by 2 is 4, 10 divided by 2 is 5, so it's 3 and 4. Oh, oopsie. I don't know what I did there. 3 and 4 fifths. Because I got 8/10, divided each of those by 2, and it got me 4 fifths. Now, it's negative here, so it has to be negative here. Okay. Alrighty. So, this next one, I see it tells me to evaluate, and I see these 2 lines here. These 2 lines tell me absolute value. And absolute value is how far is it from 0. So negative 2.3 is 2.3 from 0. Okay. 4/13 is 4/13 from 0. Negative 8 and 7/11 is 8 and 7/11 from 0. Let's do 15, it'll be our last one. There are over 2,700 species of snakes in the world. Over 600 species are venomous. Write the fraction of species that are not venomous. Okay, so we have 2,700 total. 600 of them are. So 600 out of 2,700 are. I would like to know which ones aren't. So I take 2,700 minus the 600 that are, and it leaves me with 2,100 of the 2,700. Okay. Now I'm going to take my calculator and go 2,100 divided by 2,700, and it's going to get me 0.77777. So 0.7 of them are not venomous. Okay, this is the R, and this is the R not. Okay, cool. Go ahead and do the extra practice. It's page 385. Do numbers 23 through 32, and on 32, do parts A and B. Make sure you're following along on your checklist to know exactly what you need to do. You'll have different problems at different times. Okay?